and King. It's Queen 3 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 and King. On BS3 Network. Queen 3 and King. BS3 Network. Queen 3 and King. On BS3 Network. Queen 3 and King.
Surprise! You look a little different tonight, don't it? Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Queen 3 and King, but it's a hot girl summer takeover, so we doing something different tonight. How y'all
Real hot girl.
I love it. So I am Latoya. Let's see. Let me do my introduction and then we'll pass it around. My name is Latoya. I actually am a co-host on the Perspective Podcast with Eric, the Intellect Butler. We come on Thursdays at 8:30. I am a licensed professional counselor. I'm an author, and I am super excited to be here having a wonderful conversation with all of you ladies. And I'm going to pass it to Miss Erica.
Hi, everybody. Happy to be here. Good to see everybody. I was invited. Thank you for the invitation. Excited to be a part of the conversation. I'm trying to think what's exciting. I am a life coach. I do get to help people, and I love that. And I think between general life experiences and things that we learn, I could add some value to the conversation and also glean from you ladies. So, yeah, I guess I'll pass it on over to Miss Selena.
Hello, everyone. I'm Selena Smith. I am the producer for Man Talk Mondays that comes on Mondays. And I also have a podcast called Through the Eyes of Trauma, and I'm a trauma-informed practitioner. And I'm so glad to be here with my sisters.
Yes.
Oh, and I'm Mika's link.
She was going to beat you up if you didn't say that.
I know.
Baby, she got
started with that. I am Mika's link. And I'm to Nicole.
Well, I am the season queen, and I live in. I have my grandkids all the time, so that's what I do.
She's a stay-at-home grandmother.
Yes.
Oh, that actually sounds really fun.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah,
Fun.
3 girls now, and a 4th one coming on in.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay, Mika.
Yes.
Hey y'all. It's me. I'm Selena's link. Let me get that out the way.
Wait, what is Alicia drinking?
A red cups.
A red cup special.
Damn.
Alicia, I just left from Alicia's house 10 minutes ago, so my red cup is gone.
There you go. Cheers.
Cheers. I am excited. I just started a new job this week. Sis tired.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's an opportunity.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
What else I got going on? I got a bunch of kids. They ain't came from my belly yet, but they really Alicia kids, but they really get on my nerve. They Alicia, Nikki, and Teg's kids. They mine, but that one that's Bronx, the youngest one, he's kind of special. Y'all pray for him if you pray to the Lord. So he different.
So I'll take him for a few hours.
No, you don't even want for a few hours. He wore me out after 2. What else I got going on? That's it, y'all. I'm just happy to be here and seeing what you're seeing, y'all. We had a little break in July. We back.
Okay. Sorry. Hey, y'all. Speaking of Bronx, that's just who tried to make his presence known. Talking about, I want to say hi. No, it's not the time. You wanted a close up. Yes. But Baby Queen, y'all know me. The star of the show, you know.
What? Is she the show?
I'm just kidding. No, but we have been going and enjoying our summer vacation, and I hope you guys had a beautiful summer as well. Summer's coming to a close, and we are clocking back in.
So we are here and we are excited to pop it off. Well, really to end the summer with this Hot Girl Summer series. I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We got Doc on up out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to add
you later.
no one.
But shout out to him for putting us all together. But yeah,
Yes.
Right.
I kicked them
That's
on out of
right.
there.
Uh-huh.
Right.
All right, we got a couple comments and then we will get rolling. So we got Mr. Ben Sutterth III. If you don't know, he put the BS3 in BS3 Network. He says you can support BS3 Network by sending stars. Stars help us earn money to continue building the network. Thank you. Y'all please send the stars because y'all want to keep sending us. Send the stars.
Send the stars.
Then he said, good evening, ladies. Good evening.
Hey,
Good evening, Ben.
Then we got Derek Smith. He said,
Yes.
said Alicia's still celebrating.
Oh yeah, Alicia
Better
just
know it.
Alicia just turned 38 on Sunday,
I
y'all.
did.
Oh, happy birthday. Belated
Birthday.
birthday.
So I will be celebrating for the remainder of the
Oh,
month.
you're a Leo
baby,
like
we're
me.
not gonna
Okay.
do all that celebrating.
And
You
I'm a
know how I
Leo
do
too.
each and every
Oh.
year. I'm gonna do it the whole month. I'm
Got
gonna
to. No, that's right.
You live it out.
You deserve, honey.
Thank Got to. It's you. people your age right now in the grave. You better celebrate. That's
Say
right.
it again. Say it again.
That is
That's
right.
true.
That is
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so tonight we have a video that we will be reacting to about apologies. So we're going to roll the clip and then we're going to get into some discussion. That work for y'all?
Yes,
Do it.
ma'am.
It works.
In the black household, they did not say I'm sorry. They said come eat. That was the apology. That was the reset button. No ownership, no explanation, just food on the stove like that healed the scar. You ever get cursed out, called out of your name, maybe even hit out of nowhere, and instead of a conversation, right? You just woke up the next morning to silence, or maybe food, or maybe your mom or your dad's asking you to pass remote control like they didn't just snatch your soul yesterday out of your chest. See, we wasn't raised with apologies. We were raised with pretend peace. It was fake calm, unspoken tension swept under the rug with a smile on top. And if you ever tried to bring it up, they'll say you're holding a grudge, or they'll flip it on you. Act like you're the problem for not moving on fast enough. So now what? Now we grown and we don't know how to apologize either. We think my bad is enough. We think ignoring it until it goes away is love. We think silence is healing, just like we were taught. But all that did was teach us how to bleed in private, how to be hurt and never say it, how to hurt others and never own it, how to stay quiet in the name of peace even when we were crying inside. Some of us ain't never heard I was wrong. You didn't deserve that. I didn't know better, I'm sorry. And because of that, some of us don't know how to say those words either. We don't know how to give grace because we never got it. We think being the loudest means we won. We think walking away means we right. But in reality, we are just doing what was done to us. And that's why the cycle keeps going. We keep raising kids who confuse fear with respect. We keep building relationships with no accountability. We keep confusing pride for strength. But accountability, apologies don't make you weak. They make you safe to love. They make you trustworthy. Because all we need to hear was, I was having a bad day. I took it out on you. I'm sorry. But fixing a plate is not an apology. And silence ain't peace. So either say the words or stop expecting the healing. Did your parents ever say I'm sorry, or did they just act like nothing ever happened? I want y'all to drop your stories in the comments. Like, share, save this video. And if you want another episode, let me know.
Well, I feel like he said a mouthful.
No lies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any immediate reaction to this?
Accountability. That is one thing that I go so hard on my kids for. Like, you have to be accountable for your actions. And if you do something wrong, when they say, I'm sorry, Mom, you're sorry for what? What did you do? Because I want you to understand what you did, where the disrespect lie, and why I was upset, right? Or why it hurt me. So I think that's something that we have to put in these kids, because they're walking around here thinking you owe them something with no accountability at all.
I would
Just
say,
entitled.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel like what he was talking about is basically what we're modeled, right? We do things that was modeled for us, and that's how that's what was modeled for us, and so that's what we do for our kids. Not saying that it's wrong, it's just that Black people apologize with action, right? We apologize in nonverbal ways because that's what we were taught, what we were shown. But also when we tell our children, like, say I'm sorry, like I don't really believe in telling children to say I'm sorry, but to acknowledge or to apologize for the action and acknowledge the impact that they made. What was the impact of the harm that you did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they go around saying I'm sorry all the time, and there's nothing behind it, like Alicia said, right? If there's no acknowledgement behind it, if there's no accountability behind it, what are they learning? Just to go around telling people I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. So true.
I would say also the acknowledgement, even from the parents' perspective, as you know, I've gotten a few whoopings as a kid, and or fussed at, but didn't know why, or it didn't happen. Maybe your parent thought you did something that you shouldn't have, and that didn't happen, but they just immediately reacted.
Right.
And he said a lot when he said it's almost like nothing. The next day, to them, it's over, but to that child, they're still processing that. And so I know, even now when I think about our daughter, I've always been very intentional. If I missed it, like, hey, I missed that. How did that make you feel? Here's why I did this. Because just like we expect that from the children, I think we also have to expect that from ourselves.
Right.
Right. I really like the piece of making sure that you know how your actions impacted other people. That's actually like a part of an apology, because an apology, like a real one, you have to acknowledge what you did. You have to obviously express remorse, and then you got to acknowledge how your behavior, how your actions hurt the other person. But I've been teaching my children the best apology is change behavior. Like, I want you to say, I apologize. Like, that's cute. I need to know that you can articulate it, but please don't do this again. Because why do we have to keep having this same apology conversation? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But then on the flip side of that, coming from like the parent standpoint, it's okay to be wrong and to acknowledge that, you know what, I probably did too much. Like, I may have gone too hard, or maybe I didn't explain to them what I would, the point that I was trying to get across. And having a double back, I've had those conversations with my daughter before. Okay, this is why I probably didn't express it in the right way, and I'll take accountability for that. But this is why I came at you that way.
Yeah,
I think again it's the modeling piece of apologizing, because you can hear people say I'm sorry and I apologize all day long, but when that model behavior is changed and we can actually articulate, hey, I'm sorry, this is how I'm going to change my behavior. And I think a lot of times, because let's just be real, growing up, our parents didn't say, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize for that, even if they went wrong.
That's true.
But
they
Or they say, well, I got you this time for something that you got away with.
Oh, I hate that.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to you.
So you be like, I didn't do nothing last week. And
right. Put whoopers on layaway. Like, you going to do something later. And we done already got this one in. Oh, I
yes, indeed. So your parents was like, I'm just getting ahead of the game. So you have to give time.
But then again, on the other side, I do think that apologies are repair attempts, right? You're trying to repair whatever harm you did. And for our parents, going to get you something to eat is a repair attempt. Going to buy you something, because my mom was good at, first of all, she wasn't saying I'm sorry. That just wasn't happening. But she was going to buy you something to say I'm sorry. And I just knew, okay, she's sorry. She's not going to say it, but she's going to be like, look what about you. Look at that. And I'm like, I know you're sorry, girl. Okay. That's just, I knew what it's just like love languages. When you have a love language with people, there's apology languages that people have, right? And so when you know your parents or your partners or your friends' apology languages, then you understand they mean they're sorry. They're trying to tell me, they're communicating to me that they're sorry for whatever impact they had on me. And that's them saying, you want to go get something to eat? They're saying, I'm sorry. Or saying, hey, you want to go out next week? Or look what I bought you. That's their repair attempt. That's their apology language.
I love that, but I still want that verbal. Come tell me that you
And
love
some people's
me.
are
Especially in a romantic relationship.
Oh,
I want the
absolutely.
gift. I want the gift, the dinner, and the words. I want it
Yes.
all. And maybe I'm too much, but in a romantic relationship, I
Yeah.
want all of it because I need to know that you know what you did to me versus
Yeah.
you just saying, "Come on, let's eat." Because I'm never turning down the food. Hello, I'm married to Chef Jeff. I'm never turning down the food, but sometimes I want to hear the words. I need
And I
to.
think that's the power of communication, because when you know that I'm a person that I need actual words, I'm not a nonverbal apology acceptor or whatever, even though that might be how I operate, that's not how what I receive.
Right.
And so when you communicate, like I receive apologies through words, point
Yeah.
blank period. Now, I might also receive apology through words and jewelry and dates and all of the things, but being able to communicate that to your people is powerful.
Mhm.
I want you,
And it
and I
took
want
me-
you to look
it
a
took
little
me a-
sad.
It
Look
took
a
me a
little
little
sad when
minute
you
to
say
get
it.
there. Especially in the romantic. It took me a minute to get there because guess what? I ain't apologized for nothing I said because I said what I said.
And I was that way too, Alicia.
But God is he's a miracle worker.
God is,
He
he got
is.
grace and mercy, baby.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Yes.
So let me pose this question. Do you feel like when you apologize, it makes you weak? And I want to hear from everybody. So we can start with you, baby queen, since you said I said what I said.
Yeah.
You feel like
Brandon looking.
makes you
And it definitely does not make you weak. It actually shows growth and maturity because it's you taking accountability of what you did and expressing like, okay, I was wrong, or I've had some time to reflect. Because I've had those times where I'm like, I had to think about it. I may call my friend, I may call Mika and be like, girl, I just went in. And she'd be like, Alicia, now that was too much. So I might have to double back and be like, okay, it was too much. But usually when you're talking to somebody about it, you already know what you did wrong.
Was wrong.
Check. You just need that extra check just to be sure before you waste an apology.
right, because I only got but so many, right? I can't just be throwing them out there. Okay, what about you, Mika? Do you think apologies make you weak?
No, I think Alicia. Alicia said the word. It shows maturity. When I first, because let's just be real, especially in romantic relationships, you got to go in the corner by yourself, drink a glass of wine, talk to the Lord, go all the way in for that apology to come out. But now I'd be like, okay, I want this to be over with. I really want it to be sincere. I want to tell them I'm sorry, and I want to grow from this. During that apology, sometimes you ask, okay, so what can I do next time this happens?
Right.
So it's really about the growth piece in apologizing.
Love it. Season queen, what you think? Do apologies make you weak?
No, not at all. I used to think that way, but now I have to, if I do something to someone, whether it's my husband or my kids, grandkids, I talk to them about it instead of just yelling at them. And I want them to know what they did was wrong, but I don't make them feel less than nothing. So, and I had just did that yesterday on my oldest granddaughter. She was talking back to her dad, and they don't believe in spanking her. But I told her, I said, you need to give your daddy an apology. And I said, I mean, right now. And I said, because he's your dad and he takes care of you and you gonna listen to him. I said, because you 5 years old. So yeah, I'm the same way. And I don't cut them no slack.
No, that's right.
My mama didn't cut us any, and I'm not gonna do them like that.
Okay. Erica, what are your thoughts?
So I would say years ago, I would say yes, I was weak. But honestly, I like peace. And if we're being real, oftentimes if we're thinking more of like a romantic relationship, it's sometimes the pride, right?
Yeah.
Like the reason why we're having this because somebody wants something or somebody didn't do something the way somebody else wanted it. So I just like peace. So I'd rather just talk about it, be upfront. I'm more of a confrontational, not in a negative way. I mean, let's address it now. Here's what happened. Here's how it made me feel. I reacted this way. I'm sorry, and then why I'm sorry and how someone already said, I think Selena, you mentioned acknowledging why, not just saying I'm sorry, but like I understand this is how it made you feel. So I definitely say it's a strength and it does show growth. And I think it's humbling because at the end of the day, sometimes you'll find yourself apologizing for something that maybe you didn't necessarily do, meaning you may not have, what am I trying to say? Your actions may have not have harmed that person. Sometimes it's perception.
That's right.
But you just humble out and say,
Yep.
it wasn't my intention. Just to pursue peace.
Yeah, Dr. Selena.
My husband always says, "Don't be wrong in your right," and so I feel like
let her preach. Let us thank you.
You gotta let that one breathe.
Yeah.
Don't be wrong in your right. And so even if I felt like, or I feel like I'm right about whatever the conversation or the topic is, if I made someone feel some type of way, was harm in my actions, then I feel like there's strength in being able to acknowledge the impact of the harm that I caused, whether it was intentional or not, right?
Yeah.
I would say that it takes strength to be able to acknowledge that the harm of the impact that you made with the thing. Now, if I'm right, I'm still gonna be right. But I think it's not weak for me to say, you know what I mean?
Right.
Apologize because I did harm you. Like I was right in my thinking, but if my right made me be wrong in the action that I took towards you, then I want to apologize for that. And so I think it takes strength to do that.
I agree with all of that, especially in a romantic relationship, because when you have to apologize, you got to get vulnerable. And vulnerability is like being seen without no clothes on sometimes. And so you got to be real strong to circle back around and be like, that thing I said, that thing I did, I wasn't even supposed to do that, So I agree with everything y'all said. Now let me catch up with these comments. Here we go. Ben says, apologizing doesn't make you weak. A lot of times it helps in mending conflicts.
Agree.
Jeff, aka my man said,
all right, man.
Fuck it.
All right.
He said, don't be wrong in your right. That is a mouthful. I had to write that down. I know that was good. That was good. Then he said, good evening, ladies.
Hey, Chef Jeff.
Chef Jeff.
Yeah, he made hash brown casserole. I almost didn't make it tonight, y'all. It was so good. All right, tell me about a time you had to apologize for something and you immediately regretted it. Tell me what happened. Let's start with the season queen. Tell me about a time you apologized for something and regretted it.
I gotta think about that one.
Oh,
yeah, me too.
I got something. I'll go first.
Yeah,
so
I don't know about this one.
I got y'all. I'm a therapist. And one time I apologized to my client for something that I said to her and I really wasn't sorry. I apologized because I could instantly see how hurt she was. And I immediately regretted the apology because what I said needed to be said. But it's kind of like, don't be wrong in your right. Like, sis needed to know what I had to say, but I probably should have packaged it differently. But I think when I apologized, she felt vindicated or like what she was doing was correct. I instantly regretted it because I couldn't circle it back around quick enough. And I was like, Lord, she finna go out here thinking she right. She is not right.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was rough. All right, who wants to go next? Y'all thought of something?
I guess I could go. So I had a friend who had a birthday trip, and Listen, I had quit my job because I thought I was going to be this entrepreneur, and I was like, I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna start this business, right? But I hadn't really prepared to do that, and so my money was real funny. And so the birthday trip was like everything. I mean, the top of the line hotels, flights, and all of the things. And I was like, sis, I ain't gonna be able to go. Like, I can't go. She understood or whatever, and all of the things. They went on the trip. Then it was a whole backlash about like how I didn't show up for my friends and all of the things. And I was thinking, I talked to you. You were okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I understand. But to other people, it was a whole different story. And so I apologized. I said, I am so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry that I couldn't make it, that you felt like I didn't show up for you. Like, I showed up for you. And it was, I felt like Beyonce, you know, how the first time I say no, it's like I never said yes. Like, I've never said everything. But this one time that I cannot go and I set a boundary, like, I'm like the worst friend ever. And I apologize. And then I felt like, wait a minute, I set a boundary for me and my finances. Why am I apologizing for that?
Right.
And I'm apologizing when you've done several things that were out of character. Not that that's the point, because that was not the point. But the thing is I set a boundary. I know, thank you. I set a boundary for what was right for me and my finances and my household.
Yeah.
And then me apologizing was like, what was the purpose of the boundary?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
and
as
so
a friend, you should understand that. If my homegirl is saying I can't afford that, I can't do it. Guess what?
Y'all know I be trying to be outside. I was trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, and was like, maybe I could just not pay a bill or something.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that.
Okay.
I was just like, this is just too much. But I felt bad. I did feel bad, but I felt worse after apologizing, because it was like, you did what was best for you. Like, you put yourself in a bind and then apologize for something just to make them feel good, to make them feel better. So I did regret that apology.
Wow. Are you still friends with her? I was going to ask the same thing, but I was trying not to be too nosy. You know, sometimes you just got to ask. I got to know. I'm not going to be able to think about nothing else.
She's not.
Y'all, we were like sisters. Like, our parents were best friends.
Oh.
And we're associates. Like, I may talk to her via text every few months, but it's nothing like before.
It just wasn't the same after that.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same. Just because I'm like, of all the people, you should know my heart.
Yeah.
Everybody else can say whatever, but we sisters. Like, you should know my heart. And for you to think that my heart would say, I don't want to show up for you. I told you the first time I said no, it's like I never said yes in the 43 years we've been on this earth. 42 years. No.
So that was a blessing. You got to see, you know, what you're really doing.
It's like a breakup. You know, it's like a relationship breakup.
It is a breakup.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's not the same. I'm praying that it gets back eventually, you know, to where it used to be, but now it's...
Because that just make me go down a rabbit hole. I'd be like, y'all was probably talking about me on that trip. You was probably like, girl, she didn't come. Man and them girls, like, I didn't already call you and tell you about my finances. I know I went there too. But I was like, stay focused. I get to going. I'll make up a whole scenario in my head.
Facebook posts made and stuff. That's how
yeah.
But you know the beautiful thing about boundaries, right? Yeah. When you create boundaries, sometimes the hard, because you said something, you're like, I said no one time, and it's like I never said yes. It helps you really see the relationship, and not in like, oh, she wasn't your friend and all that. Everything has seasons, so it's for us to be able to have healthy boundaries. Other people may not receive your boundary, but you said something. You're like, all these years, she should know my heart, you know, and maybe she even has some insight to the season you were in. So in a lot of ways, it was a good way for you for light to shine on, okay, you really, you know, how do you value our relationship and our friendship? Maybe you have to just change your perspective, yours, on what this friendship really looks like in this season, you know?
That's good.
Oh, yes. Erica, that was so nice, but she pissed me off. And I do be checking that Facebook to make sure she ain't posting nothing about Selena.
Oh, that's right. I also feel like though the people who get most offended by your boundaries are the people who benefit from you not having boundaries.
From not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's it.
ding,
Because if it
ding.
was really important, she would have paid for your trip, or she would have put some money.
Oh,
See?
come
That
on.
part.
I mean,
Come
really,
on.
if it was really that important, she would say,
Listen,
"I
don't
get
get
where
me
you are.
started.
How can I help out?" Otherwise,
Yep.
you
Yep.
know.
And I was even like, I'll just come. Like, we ain't coming as a couple. I'll just come. Why can't both of you?
Girl, I said I can come by myself.
Girl.
Questioning me.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's
That got
good.
me off on the table. Let me drink my water.
You guys should have sent out red cups to everybody. We could have.
Yeah.
We'll do it next week.
Let me check her Facebook page and make sure she ain't
You're so messy.
Mika messy.
Messy Mika.
Messy Mika.
Messy.
I told y'all a long time ago she was messy.
Messy Mika.
Real bad.
Messy Mika.
But they come in handy a lot.
Yeah.
It do, because I'm the person like, ooh, what she say? What did she say? Did she
Yeah.
Thank you. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, we got a comment. Ben said, people not paying for nothing, but they own.
Mhm.
That's
Uh-huh.
right.
That's
That's
true.
right.
But be having the most to say. Like Erica said, why don't you
Yeah.
take care of it? Why don't you
If
help
it's
out
that
there?
important.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Has anyone else apologized and immediately regretted it?
I can't think of a specific situation where I remember all the details, but I do know with a close family member of mine, sharing something that she didn't receive well, and I, apologized for how she felt, but it was, the truth. It was what needed to be shared. But then she felt very I guess empowered to be a victim, like empowered in her disposition. So I'm not gonna say. So yes, it was like, was it a waste of an apology? I don't think it was a waste of an apology, but sometimes it gives space for people to like stay in victimhood.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
Come
I
on,
can't carry
victimhood.
that. Like that wasn't mine to carry. That was
Mhm.
hers. But it's exhausting. I don't. So we didn't talk for a while, but we talk now. So
Wow.
Listen.
All right, since y'all ain't never regretted it, have you ever given a fake apology just to make the situation end?
Oh, absolutely.
Tell me about it then.
It's just like what Selena said. Sometimes when you know you're right and you haven't wronged somebody, but it's almost like them playing victim. Just like Erica said, like I feel like I have to apologize to you just so you feel like, oh, she gave me an apology when I know I did absolutely nothing wrong. And I don't mind saying when I'm wrong. Like I'll be like, girl, yeah, I was wrong. But if I know I've done nothing wrong, but this is going to stroke your ego in whatever way, okay, girl, I'm sorry. But those people are probably not the people in my close circle. Those are probably what kind of become those associates.
I agree with that.
I would say someone at a job I used to have, they like to live on Victim Street. So anything, something happened in a meeting or somebody said something wrong or they didn't agree, they were like, I can't believe the team betrayed me. And it'd be like, no, nobody betrayed you. But so we wouldn't have to listen to it for 2 weeks. In a group text message, I was like, you know what, such and such, we're so sorry. We didn't think about that and yada, yada, yada. Knowing it was a lie. We thought about all of that and we just disagreed this time. And it's okay to disagree. And so it's happened in a work situation. And as soon as you would say, I'm sorry, she would need about 2 or 3 people to say, I'm sorry. And then she's like, oh, yeah, that's all I needed to hear. Why did you need to hear that as a grown lady? But
childhood trauma.
Not at work, though.
At work. Girl,
at work.
You would text us offline. Hey, guys, I was just thinking about it. Girl, you ain't moved yet? You still live on Victim Street. Okay. We're sorry.
Still there.
What about you, Nicole?
Well, I remember one time, and this was a long time ago. in high school. And
Oh, that was a real long time ago.
yes. And I still remember it to that day, this day, that, but she was she was somebody that she was my friend in the beginning of high school, and that's how we met. And then every time she wanted something, she wanted it to come out of my pocket.
Oh,
so yeah,
she wanted you to be tricking on her.
Yeah.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
I said, girl, no ma'am.
Not if you got it.
No ma'am. Because I'm in high school, you're in high school. I just got my lunch money. You ain't gonna get my lunch money.
Dog. I'm on a fixed income.
Yeah. Shoot.
Okay, because I really ain't got no income.
Yeah, in high school. And she called me not long ago.
Was she still trying to
What's
get you
her
to train?
No, she called me. She just called me to see how I was doing because she live in McKinney now.
What's her name?
No.
Nasty Mika.
No.
Mika.
Mika, I'm
We
gonna call you.
about to get her
Mika.
off of here. We're gonna have to fight after this show. We gotta get off here.
What's her name? I know what she said. What's her name?
Mika, change your display to Messy Mika.
For real. Immediately.
Y'all wanted to know too.
Yeah, they did too. They wanted to know who it was. But yeah.
Oh, let me catch us up, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Derek says, what's the unpardonable sin?
Boy.
Anybody want to answer that?
Whatever you can't take. It's different for different people.
Perfect. Oh, that was good.
Whatever you can't get over.
Yeah.
Whatever I can't do back to you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
I like it.
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know.
If you make the rules, I'll play the game.
He said men do it all the time. I think he was saying that in response to fake apologies, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And he ain't lying.
And we do too. We just do it different.
We do too. Ben said facts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Victim Street is nasty work.
Nasty work.
Yeah.
We had a text message about her. Go ahead, though.
Okay, so he said, how often do you all do that with your spouse or significant other? Give a fake apology to just end the argument. Y'all mentioning fake apologizing to friends. Okay, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm used to all the time. Like, okay, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm sorry. But I don't do that no more because if I'm right, I'm right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right in my right.
Period.
I'm gonna be right in my
We're gonna hash
right.
this thing out all the way. I'm not gonna get up tomorrow and we're gonna be
but you crying.
I think it depends on your partner too. Cause like,
yeah,
I have a friend who has a partner to where until we get this settled, like we're not kicking it with each other, we're not talking. Like the whole what's it called? Where
silent treatment.
The silent treatment. Listen,
yeah.
The way me and my husband kick it, I'm not gonna be able to do the silent treatment. Like we kick it so much that if my friends, my partner, my road dog is not wanting to talk to me or kick it with me, and so she just apologizes to just end the apology. And my husband, no, for one, if I feel like I'm right, I'm 10 toes down on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not apologizing until but he also knows that like I still want to go get something to eat though. I still want to go to brunch. Like I need you to know that I'm not apologizing. But I realize that when you apologize just to end something, but not to heal something, then it just prolongs the damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you're just apologizing now, but that thing is gonna come up again.
Yeah.
And the damage is gonna still be done. And so when you apologize, you have to make it, especially with your partner, like you're in a relationship, in a romantic relationship, you have to understand that like I'm apologizing for any harm that I've caused you. But if I feel like I'm right, I'm not gonna give you this empty apology because I want to heal the situation. You know, I don't want to just randomly say I'm sorry to end the situation or to end this disagreement. We really do need to get to the root of the problem. We need to get down to what's going on, so that if I apologize, then you know that my apology is sincere, which means, like Doc said, the behavior is gonna change. Something's gonna change because I've apologized. Because now I understand where you're coming from, and my apology has a meaning behind it.
I'm with Selena, because if you apologize just to end an argument, it's coming back. Because you remember 6 months ago when you said such and such. Yep. Now y'all arguing about 6 months ago and what happened today. Yep. So have I been guilty of that? I have, because sometimes you just want peace, but I've learned peace doesn't come from ending an argument. Peace comes from talking it out, and peace may be hard to get to sometimes, but I think it's worth it. I don't like ending an argument just to say we ended it, because somebody gonna bring it up tomorrow, 6 months from now, or a year later. So,
and I used to be a beast with that silent treatment.
Oh, baby, I did too.
Cause you're a Leo.
I hold a silent treatment, and then I go in there and be like, when I feel like talking again, I'll be like, "What you want to eat for dinner?" Like, and that was the apology. So when I watched that video earlier, I was like, "Oh, I used to be a beast with that." I'm not even gonna lie, but now I have to make myself talk about it, because it's just the Leo in me. I ain't gonna lie. To where if I get so upset about something, I shut down. I don't want to talk about nothing. I got to bring myself back, because I'm also trying to watch what I say, because that mouth is lethal. So I'm trying to do a number of things, but just kind of sit on it, and then we can talk about it. But I've gotten a lot better about it, but I used to be a beast with it.
I will say communication is so important, and you have to know your partner. So whereas, like you said something about maybe not right now, like you need to process it. So I think you have to get space for it, but to completely ignore and never deal with it, it's gonna come back. I know a funny story. So like my husband was more kind of just like, he would hold it in and not talk about it, not say what bothered him. Whereas me, if something bothers me, I'm gonna just address it right then. But it wasn't always healthy before, because I have a more like aggressive personality. So I'm like, this pissed me off, and he's like trying to, for him, he's holding it in. But I remember this is like when we have in the beginning of our marriage, and kind of like you brought it, we were arguing about something, and he was bringing us something that had like 6 months before that I don't even remember. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. And then he starts bringing up all these things, and I'm just like, I forgot about it. I didn't even know that happened. Like I was past it, but he really held on to that. And I'm sure other people deal with that, but I think it's so important that some people, you may not be able to confront it right away. Maybe it's a conversation you have to have the next day, and that's okay. But you have to really get to the root of the why. Like, what is the real issue? Yeah, I'm mad you didn't put the dishes up, but does it run deeper than that? Like, let's deal with it. So that you can, one, have peace in your home, but two, that silent treatment is scary because it creates distance. And then when you create distance, you open up opportunities. Who else are they going to be talking to? Who is going to fill that space, right? And so I just think it's so vital that regardless of if you talk about it the same night, or you guys decide, hey, you know what, next Tuesday on this day, we need to address this. It's important to just address it and deal with it, so that you can move past it.
I also think people know when your apology is fake. Because I know Jessica said to me, "You're not even sorry. You just want me to shut up." I'm so childish that I'm looking at him like, so you say, so I don't do that anymore. I'm healed.
Hallelujah.
The healing for me.
Okay. But I also feel like when people and when people go along with your fake apology just because you wanted to stop, they like it erodes the trust, because they start to think somewhere in their minds that you don't even care about them.
You don't
why
value
are you not trying to get to the bottom of it? Why are you not trying to see, like, why am I upset by this thing, or what this thing really meant to me? So
and I think when we use the word apology, I don't know about you guys, I think about being a kid. You take kids, apologize, I'm sorry, and all that. I think as we mature, it's different. It hits different. It's not, I don't know what other word we could use for it, but I think that's where it comes down to. It's not just, okay, I'm sorry. That means you really don't care. You really don't care about how I feel, and you don't value that. when you're kids, it's just, oh, tell me sorry. Now you guys go be friends. So I think sometimes it's also as we mature, just recognizing what that looks like. It looks different.
Mm-hmm.
And some people may not recognize that, and they might think just saying I'm sorry so you can be quiet is enough, and not realizing that, it requires more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. More comments. Ben Captain Table. Then he said,
Messy Mickey.
The Bible says to agree with your adversary while you are in the way with them.
Where that's at?
That's
Where that's
good.
found, sir?
Can you give me the scripture?
I need the specific scripture. The number.
Reference.
And the number.
Celine, you got to get off here in a few minutes. You better not.
We're gonna have Bible study.
Okay, quickly, because I'm gonna need that book, chapter, verse.
That's fine.
Ben said, not going to bed angry at each other is real in marriage. Don't let that carry over to tomorrow.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
That's real.
Ooh, but you got to pray about that sometime.
Before
Sometimes
you go
you
to bed, get in the bed, just pray.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do, because I don't know. Like, sometimes I feel like depending on who you are and who your partner is, some people need a little bit more time to process.
Yeah.
And I understand
That's
why.
so
Like,
true.
I sat in a whole like little marriage class about not going to bed angry, and I'm just kind of like, do you want this? I'm on 1,000. Like, do you want this?
Right.
Because I'm doing my absolute best to control my mouth. Because again, the mouth is lethal, right? So, like, can we just take a little bit of space? Now, I'm not saying silent treatment. I'm not saying we got to talk about it in 3 weeks, but sometimes it just might, like, if we get to arguing at 11:30, we might need to highlight this tomorrow.
I really
to go
feel
to
like
sleep.
the not going to bed angry just means we haven't settled it, but I'm like, you getting your piece for tonight. Like, you not human. You're not on 10 when you try to lay down, because you don't get good rest anyway. But just to being able to communicate and say, we've not finished this. Like, we haven't gotten an agreement to this. We're going to agree to disagree for right now. We can talk about it tomorrow at this time, or maybe after we get off of work or whatever, we'll talk about it later. And so technically you're not still angry, but you're going to pick that anger back up tomorrow after work. When y'all talk about it, it's just a way to let the person know, like, I respectfully disagree with you right now, but we about to go to sleep in peace. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Having them heart attacks in their sleep because you still on 10. You know, and people be, I kid you not, I always think when somebody say they died in their sleep, I wonder if they got into an argument before they went.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because you can't be trying to go to sleep, and you know you got all of those stress hormones pumping in your body. And so I really think that's what they mean when they say don't go to bed angry. Just do some type of repair ritual or whatever with the person for the time being, and then go on and pick that anger back up.
Yeah. Leave it in the living room, but we gonna go lay down.
For the anger. Do that.
And get in this bed. We supposed to go to sleep.
For real.
Okay, so Derek said there's a difference in peacemaking and peacekeeping. Like it. He said we can't match our energy in heated moments because y'all run back to victim street. Somebody fact check it. He hit us with the Matthew 5:25.
Look, and I got it pulled up.
Bible.
And I have it pulled up. I have it pulled up. NIV version.
Okay.
Settle matters quickly with your adversary who is taking you to court. Do it while you're still together on the way, or your adversary may hand you over to the judge, and the judge may hand you over to the officer, and you may be thrown into prison.
Oh, man.
Oh.
So, Selena, that's your
But
Bible.
wait, what did he say you was supposed to say? Wait, he said something else. Let me take my interpretation. What was what he said earlier?
Okay, he said this.
Yeah.
See, that don't mean agree with them. That means go ahead and settle the issue with them.
Come to peace. Yeah.
Right.
So you
While
get
you're
the part.
together, that means you can agree to disagree.
Exactly. I was gonna say you can agree to disagree and
But
be
that
okay.
just to me means to settle it while y'all together. Before y'all go y'all separate ways, go ahead and settle it. But I don't think it means to agree. But you know what? I'm not a Bible scholar either. He is. He been
I was about
all
to
day,
say.
every day. And so that's just my interpretation. That's the
I kind of like your interpretation, but I'm not a scholar either. But I was
Look, if Derek said it, he said it.
He said
What
he
he
said.
he said what he said.
Say what he said. And he be in that thing daily. So.
Yeah.
I guess we gotta go with it. So Jay Gilliard said, "Yeah, we ain't want it even when you on 1,000, because I might be on 1,000 too, and to be able to let it go will help you sleep better."
He talking about getting some cookie before he go to sleep.
Every time. Oh, I be exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
Ben said the mouth is a lethal double-edged sword. Agreed.
Okay.
You gotta be careful.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
like my biggest flex in my marriage is learning how to control my mouth.
I'm telling
I
you,
like being shady, like, and I'm quick with it, and I can hurt your feelings. And learning how to tame that, and learning that, like, in my marriage, like, this is my partner. We are not in like a war.
yeah,
My biggest flex.
I can make you cry in the shower.
I'm coming for everybody when I'm mad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you remember your auntie? Yeah, everybody.
I used to do that, but they come back up again.
Yeah.
I don't be like when I'm on 10, I'm like a kid who's not regulated. I'm not gonna remember the things that I said once I come down.
Yeah.
So, but he gonna remember everything. Remember you said
Every word. Every
Did I
word.
say that? Like I said that? Yes, you said. And I'm like, see, that's why I can't let myself go there, because I will say some things that will hurt you and your grandmama feelings.
Yeah.
And I remember that. And then I have to apologize for something I don't remember, and I don't want to do that either. So I just try to control my mouth.
Because that takes us back to regretting them apologies.
Yeah.
He said, let's make peace and go to sleep. Okay. Derek said, I'm going to call the police. And then he said, absolutely. All right. Am I caught up? I am caught up. Okay. Last question, y'all. Does an apology come with a but? Why or why not? Who want to go first? Season Queen, what you got?
Is she frozen?
Is she frozen? Okay, Mika.
She is frozen.
Oh, I was about to say maybe she's thinking about it because she.
Oh, there she's back.
Yeah, my internet is going away right now. But I was gonna say that I can't remember what I was gonna say. But what's the question again? Because my internet is going off.
Yeah, does an apology come with a but? Why or why not?
I don't think apology should come as a but. Or an apology.
I feel it. Mika?
No, it does not come with a but. Because that apology, you might as well save it. I'm sorry for hitting you in the head, but you were pissing me off.
I'm not gonna hit him in the head, girl.
No, just say I'm sorry for whatever the action was. And if you want, and I would like to discuss what happened within that argument or whatever the case may be. No, it does not come with a but, because I'm like, why did you apologize?
And as a matter of fact, I don't even think I did apologize to him like that.
Ever?
No, I do do that. He does it too.
Well, y'all need to go back and apologize.
No, not that. I'm talking about. I said the wrong thing when I'm saying is, we always we don't do just. I don't just come in there and knock his head off or nothing and stuff like that. But I just want to. We don't actually really. We don't really actually. Yeah.
Do you use but when you say I apologize, but
no,
he's getting on my nerves?
No.
Something.
He may do it one time, but I'm saying I don't.
Okay.
I just said it backwards.
All right, Alicia.
I am a little on the fence with this because I think it depends on the context. Because you could say but in a constructive way, or trying to also explain what you were trying to get after. Like, I do apologize that this hurt your feelings, but that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of depends on the context of the but. Like, if you're like, but you was tripping, like, no, that's not an apology. But if I'm trying to explain like where my heart was, because sometimes I do feel like that's part of the apology. Like, I'm really trying to tell you what my intention was. It wasn't to hurt you, but this is what I was really trying to express.
Okay.
So I think it kind of depends on context of how you use it. But
okay, Erica.
So not but, I use and. So kind of like what Alicia was saying, you know, I recognize this is how you feel, and my intention was this, and this. And also sometimes in that apology, it could be, especially when I just sometimes think about between like me and my husband, sometimes it could just be, you know, I'm really sorry that maybe I overreacted to this. And it's really important if you just let me know ahead of time, because then, you know, I would have known such and such and such. So I don't use the but I do use and as a way to be like, you know, the other side of this, here was the response and here's why. And accepting, you know, whether I overreacted or what.
I like it.
Okay. Dr. Selena.
So I use but a lot. I used to a lot.
See, I'm not the only one.
But when you use but, it really is the justification. It's not the apology, right?
Right.
And so I've learned, and I've tried to train myself to, if I'm going to justify with the but, I'm going to just go ahead and justify first before I give you the apology, right? I'm going to justify my point of view or what I did, my action, so that I can repair the harm. And then I'm going to give you the apology, because I've been told that but is where accountability goes to die. And so if I use but, then I'm not holding myself accountable for the action that I caused the harm, right? And so I'm going to justify first. And I'm going to tell you why I did whatever. And then I'm going to say, if you felt blah, 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 I apologize. And leave it at that. Because I was a but person. Because
but how do y'all feel about that if you felt?
So I don't like if you felt, because we're having this conversation because I felt.
Because I am not in your body. And so your truth is you felt that. I didn't feel that.
I did.
And so I apologize because you felt hurt. You felt harmed. You felt disrespected, you know, because that's men's thing. They don't want to be disrespected.
Yeah.
Like, I apologize if you felt disrespected. If I said, but I didn't intend to disrespect you, now I'm justifying. And so I just want to say, I would never want to disrespect you, blah, blah, blah. I apologize if you felt disrespected. I still justified why I said, because I wasn't trying to do that. But I'm holding myself accountable for the way you felt, the way I made you feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. I like it. I too used to be like heavy on the butt, because you need to hear why I did what I did, and let's not ever skate over the fact that you did what you did, so that's why I did what I did. But now, like you, I put it first, because let me go and tell you why I did it. All right, let's hit these comments again. Okay, Ben says, sound like y'all be on Petty Street.
Then we on the corner of Petty and Victor.
Not the corner. Zahaya says, I will say no, because if you shoot me in the face and then say, I'm sorry, I shot you, but no, my face is still shot, so there is no but.
I think that's a different situation, because y'all really had some issue going on to get shot in the face.
Okay, y'all beefed out big time.
Y'all beefed out.
So Ben said, that's good, Dr. Selena. Reverse it. Justify first. I agree. I don't like if you felt. You can cut that.
I know that if you felt get people sometimes, so I had to ask.
Yeah, I don't like it when people say that to me.
I didn't feel it. I'm sorry.
But now that you say that, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that's what they meant. I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
Them, are you saying if because you don't feel it, or I'm gonna ask them? So thank you for that perspective.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we did this thing. Y'all want to wrap up with some final thoughts? All right.
Sure.
Okay. Nicole, what you got?
Well, I enjoyed all of you ladies today, and I'm looking forward to the next time we're together. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun.
Messy Mika.
Messy Mika. I need to know where all these people y'all mentioned in these scenarios. Let me know who they are so I can look them up on Facebook. Okay.
On Facebook.
I want to see their face. I like to put a face with a name.
Oh yeah.
I heard this.
I want to say thanks to the ladies who came on and who gonna do this hot girl summer series with us. It's exciting, and I want to say apologizing doesn't hurt, y'all. It does not hurt. I think it comes with maturity, and maturity doesn't come with age. But I think you mature when you in relationships, whether it's romantic or personal, family. So I say apologizing helps to not keep the peace, but make the peace. Like Derek said, it's a difference between keeping the peace and making peace.
Okay.
Thank you, ladies, for coming on with us. Shout out to you, Doc, for running the show. We sure do appreciate you. I agree with Mika. We have to really in our community learn how to apologize and learn how to communicate. I know we've heard and we still have stories in our family of people not talking to each other off of not having the proper communication or an apology. Right. So that is one thing that I always ask my kids to talk about it. Don't hold it in. Talk to the person. If there's an issue, don't let it fester. Have the conversation. So I really appreciated this conversation tonight.
Okay, Erica.
Yes, I definitely enjoyed the conversation. Love connecting with you ladies, and I agree. Apologizing is not weakness. It definitely shows growth, strength, humility, and if you like peace in your life,
yes,
it's good to try to mend relationships where you can. Like you said, something really valuable. There's a lot of families who you don't talk to people anymore over something that happened like 20 years ago that nobody even remembers,
That's right.
So definitely have the conversations, and just try to be intentional about loving those who you have around you, because we don't know how much time we have, and making the best of it.
Okay, Dr. Selena.
So thank y'all for having me. I did appreciate the invite and just the time to be able to sit here on this Tuesday evening with y'all. I do appreciate it. But I think I would throw a caveat with the whole topic that we have of why can't women, especially Black women, apologize. And I will say that we do apologize. It just looks different, right? And so our apologies come in action.
It's true.
It comes in care.
I agree.
It comes in provision. And so I would say to give your loved ones grace until they mature enough to communicate verbally their apology. Like if they the ones that give you action, give you care and provision, then give them grace until, like Alicia said, they have that maturity level to where they can actually verbalize that apology. Because like Erica said, people are leaving here. And you might not get that verbal apology, but you might you might get a hug or a meal from them. So take it for what you can get.
Yeah, I love that. So thank you all for having me. Thank you for allowing me to be here and press all these nice buttons and do the things. I really do appreciate it. I think my final thoughts are going to be take your apology when you get it, but make sure you're asking for what you need. People can't give you what they don't know that you need.
Right.
You can't be out here with unmet expectations and you haven't expressed your expectations. So that's it for Queen 3 and King, the Hot Girl Summer Series. We will be back next week. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends to come back, because we will be back and we will be talking about some more hot girl-ish.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We'll see y'all next time.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
It won't beef, then we cook it. in, bro. Bring the hook in.